Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 184 of Unboxing Wednesdays for comics arriving in stores on Wednesday, May 7th, 2014.
May 7th. You know what that is.
It's Ricky's birthday. Happy birthday, Ricky.
Thank you, thank you.
What should the good people out there do for your birthday, to celebrate your birthday?
I don't know. Draw themselves on animals. How about that? To celebrate, draw your face on an animal.
Oh, I was like, wouldn't that be harmful to the animals for people to
don't draw on
use writing instruments to draw on their fur or flesh?
Yes.
That's not kind.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta do that.
But you mean draw themselves on animal
yes, with
bodies,
the face
a la Tiger Ricky.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. National Draw Your Head on an Animal Body Day, but on paper, an animal body, not a real animal body. Let's,
of course,
lawyers and all that kind of stuff. You know, you gotta be careful. Ricky, the best birthday present of all had to have been Free Comic Book Day last weekend.
Yeah, early birthday present, I guess.
Yeah, it was Saturday, May 3rd. It was our biggest Free Comic Book Day yet.
It was crazy.
It was so awesome to see everybody out here.
I'll post some pictures here.
Yeah, we had lines going around the store and around the corner, past the Cinnabon, past the weird shoe repair place.
Almost out the door, like literally it was close to leaving the mall.
Yeah, I was very, very overwhelmed.
Yeah.
By the the awesome energy of everybody who came out to show their love for comics.
Yeah, and it was so infectious that there was this girl in line, and she tapped someone on the shoulder. She's like, "What's this lineup for?" She was just in line. She had no idea what she was doing.
But you know what? She left. I bet you she left with some awesome comics.
Hey, probably.
And yeah. Her life is the better for it. I can assure her.
Funny.
You, of course, were repping Black Hole Hunters Club with Shane. How did that go?
That went really well. It was. I'm always worried that when I'm on home turf like Brampton, that I've sold my book to everybody.
Right.
But we did some pretty good numbers, so I'm happy about that.
Awesome, man.
And we had a limited edition sketch book that we released. People were eating that stuff up.
And that's the amazing thing about Free Comic Book Days. Not only do you get a ton of people into the store for the free comics, and the store does really well, with all the resulting sales from people being here, but all the when all the artists and guests that we brought do well, then that's really awesome for everybody. So that's another Free Comic Book Day in the books. Speaking of books, Ricky, let's get to this week's books and open some boxes. While Ricky's opening up the boxes, I just want to make an announcement about our next event, which is the Ken Lashley signing of Doomed issue #1. Now, we had originally planned this signing for Saturday, May 10th. Due to an unforeseen delay by DC Comics, we've had to push the signing back a little bit. The book will now be coming out next week, May 14th, and Ken will be at our store on Friday, May 23rd from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. to sign and sketch for fans as a result. So that's awesome. So thank you, Ken, for rescheduling, and hopefully we can see all of your awesome faces here on Friday, May 23rd. First up today, we've got this awesome X-Men t-shirt. Got some new chess pieces to show you today. First up is Atrocitus from the DC chess collection. Red Skull holding the Cosmic Cube. Captain America. The Batmobile from Legends of the Dark Knight #64. New from the Kotobukiya Artifacts line is Nightwing. This is an awesome, awesome Nightwing sculpt. Love these Kotobukiya Artifacts figures. This is awesome. It's a pre-order for one of our customers. It's the Kotobukiya Collection Psylocke fine art statue. This is the Uncanny X-Force version of Psylocke. And this is what it looks like. Pretty cool. Alright, moving on to the collected editions, we have a original graphic novel from Brian Michael Bendis, and it is called Fire. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Volume 4. World of Warcraft, Dark Riders. Age of Ultron, now available in softcover. The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys, now available from Dark Horse Comics. Iron Man Fatal Frontier in hardcover. This was previously collected as Fatal Frontier Marvel Infinite, which is a digital format, and now it's here in hardcover. Annihilation Omnibus. X-Men No More Humans. This is an original graphic novel from Marvel, never before published in single issue format. What would happen if the X-Men woke up one day and all the humans were gone from the planet? Read this book to find out. Batman Volume 3 is now available in softcover. And we've got Batman Volume 4, the first part of Zero Year, now in hardcover. This is an awesome book that I'm looking forward to reading. It is Andre the Giant, Life and Legend, the graphic novel by Box Brown. And I was a big fan of wrestling growing up, big fan of Andre the Giant. And this is a graphic novel biography of his life, and there are some awesome stories in here. Alright, on to the smaller press books. From Avatar Press, we have God is Dead. This is issue number 12. The Crow Pestilence, issue number 3. Caliban number 2 from Avatar. New from Boom Studios, we have Dead Letters, issue number 1. Turok the Dinosaur Hunter number 4, one of Dynamite's Gold Key books. The Veil number 3. Spawn number 243. Hinterkin number 7. A new storyline starts here. WWE Superstars number 4 of 4. And on the back, a tribute to the Ultimate Warrior. New from Image today, we've got Madam Frankenstein issue number 1. And we've got Nailbiter number 1 from Image Comics. Burn the Orphanage Reign of Terror issue number 1 of 5. Angel and Faith season 10 issue number 2 has these 2 covers. Chaos number 1 from Dynamite, written by Tim Seeley, covered by J. Scott Campbell. Brian Hitch's Real Heroes issue number 2. The awesome Tim Seeley and Mike Norton book Revival gets my vote for probably the most awesome cover of the week. Powerpuff Girls issue 9 has these 2 covers. The Wake issue number 8 of 10. Max vs. Pit Maximize, this is issue number 7. Adventure Time Flipside number 5. Rat Queens issue number 6. I'm interested in this book today from Boom Studios. It is The Woods issue number 1. What happens when a typical high school full of typical teenagers all of a sudden gets transported to a mysterious wooded area on a strange world? That's what this book is all about. How do they get back to where they came from? We'll have to read and find out. Here is the first cover, and here are a couple of the alternate covers. Alright, moving on to DC Comics, we've got Scooby-Doo Team Up issue number 4. The Vampire Diaries issue number 5. And a third printing of Harley Quinn issue number 2. Here's Green Arrow issue number 31. Batwing number 31. Swamp Thing number 31. Earth 2 number 23. Phantom Stranger number 19. Teen Titans Annual number 3. Green Lantern number 31. This is part 1 of 6 of the Uprising event. And here is the awesome Mike Allred Batman 66 variant cover for Green Lantern number 31, taking Hal Jordan and putting him in the Batman 66 universe. This is the theme for the variant covers this month from DC Comics. You'll be seeing quite a few more of these, and a few more today. Justice League 3000 number 6. Aquaman and the Others number 2. Batman and Superman issue number 10 is an all-Canadian creative team working on this book. We've got Jeff Lemire writing, Carl Kerschel and Scott Hepburn on art, and then we have a Cameron Stewart cover. Awesome. Here's the combo pack cover and the Mad Magazine variant. I guess this is a holdover from April. Batman Eternal number 5. Francis Manapul and Brian Bucceletto's run on Detective Comics continues with issue number 31. Here is the Batman 66 variant for Detective Comics by Mike Allred. Futures End number 1. Issue 0 came out on Free Comic Book Day if you were lucky enough to get out to your local comic shop and grab a copy of this. But what happens 5 years in the future in the DC Comics universe? Find out starting now with Futures End number 1. It should be mentioned that coinciding with the weekly story that will be Futures End, the month of September has been deemed Futures End 3D Cover Month by DC Comics. There'll be 41 comics with 3D motion covers depicting events 5 years in the future using 3D technology. The same technology that they used on the Villains covers in September of last year. These comics will be coming out in September 2014, but retailers need to make their final orders by the end of May. So to help with this, and to help you guys out, on our web store right now, store.stadiumcomics.com, you can order the full set of 41 Futures End 3D covers. The pre-order deadline is May 28th, 2014. You need to get your orders in right away. But if you're looking to grab all 41 covers, now is the time to place your order. You don't want to be stuck in a mad scramble like everybody who was left out in the cold with the Villains Month 3D covers last September. Get your orders in now. We've got a Batman 3D cover pack. That's you know, if you're a Batman collector, it's all of the Batman family 3D covers. We've got a complete 3D cover pack that has all 41 3D covers. And then we've got the Super Pack that has all 41 3D covers and all 41 standard 2D covers. Because we noticed last year in September there were people that were collecting both. So check that out at store.stadiumcomics.com. Here's the Future's End #1 variant cover. And speaking of DC Comics collectors packs, the Bombshells covers orders are due this week. May 9th is your last chance to get in on those 21 different Bombshells covers coming out in June. Get your pre-orders in for that as well at store.stadiumcomics.com. Alright, moving on to Marvel. We've got a second print for Ghost Rider issue #1. A second printing for Loki, Agent of Asgard issue #2, or as I like to call it, the John Travolta comic. A second printing of Daredevil #1, and a second print of Silver Surfer #1. Black Widow #6, She-Hulk #4. Uncanny Avengers #19. Now this book, if you are at any other local comic shop, you would have gotten this 2 weeks ago, but our distributor mistakenly forgot to include this in our shipment, so we're getting them this week. Loki, Agent of Asgard #4, looking less John Travolta-like on this cover. Miracle Man #5. We're getting into the good stuff here for Miracle Man. You can tell because they're polybagging the issues now due to some very naughty scenes inside. The Punisher #5. Savage Wolverine #18. Deadpool vs. Carnage #3. Magneto #3. Here's the Magneto variant. X Factor #7. Moon Knight #3. Here's the Moon Knight #3 variant cover by Ryan Stegman. Iron Fist, The Living Weapon #2. New Warriors #4. Marcus Toe continues to churn out awesome artwork. Cyclops #1. This is by Greg Rucka. Here's the Cyclops Scotty Young cover and the Cyclops variant. Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man issue #1. A new start for Miles Morales. We expect that this book's going to be pretty popular. Here's a variant cover and a variant by Fiona Staples of Saga fame. How cool is that? The Amazing Spider-Man Learning to Crawl. This is issue 1.1 of Amazing Spider-Man. This is written by Dan Slott, illustrated by Ramon Perez, and this is going to be kind of like a year one story for Spider-Man, telling us all about his time as Spider-Man in the weeks after Uncle Ben's death. A lot of excitement surrounding this book, and I'm looking forward to reading it. Here is the Amazing Spider-Man 1.1 variant by John Romita Jr. And finally, today we have Original Sin issue #1 of 8. Issue 0 came out last week. This is issue 1. Who Shot the Watcher? You'll have to read Original Sin to find out. Here is the regular cover and a bunch of variants to show you. First up, we have the Diamond Comics Retailer Summit variant. This variant by Arthur Adams. A Captain America Eyeball variant. The Blank variant. The Dead and Decomposing Watcher variant. The Design variant. The Scotty Young variant. And the Gabriel Dell'Otto variant. Now for the cool part. With every copy of Original Sin #1 that you buy from Stadium Comics on Wednesday, you will get one free Watcher eyeball. The best part about these eyeballs? They bounce. So get your Original Sin issue #1 and your Watcher Original Sin eyeball from Stadium on Wednesday.
Alright guys, it's prize time. It is my birthday, but I am giving you a book. Granted, a book from the store, but still, I'm giving you something. Last week we asked you guys what you would do if you were resurrected from the dead like Spider-Man was, and we had some pretty interesting answers. Mrs. Annie Juman said, I would go to Walmart and look around, question mark. That's a valid thing to do, you know. Things change. I mean, Spider-Man's been gone almost a year. I mean, what new interesting things does Walmart have? I don't know. Mr. Tengoku Ninja Says, if I was Spider-Man and just got back, I would do two things. First, I would fool around by taking pictures of myself stealing a cookie from Aunt May's cookie jar and sell it to Jameson for funsies. Second, I would call Deadpool and finally decide who's the best red spandex wearing superhuman by eating as many chimichangas as we can eat. Why not be full on your first day back in life? Being full is like the essence of life, I think. You know, when you feel like you can't eat anymore and you're gonna explode, that's when you know you're really alive. But the winner goes to Ray M. BWW, who had a very interesting answer, to say the least. He said, I would jump into a vat of hot American sauce and eat hot dogs until I was so big and full of gas and burp very loudly, and take my brain out and steam it clean for good measure while reading the Daily Bugle. Mr. Ray M. BWW, how does one steam clean a brain? I don't know. You're gonna have to let me know in the comments how one steam cleans a brain. But regardless, congratulations, you win. So go to stadiumcomics.com/prizes to find out how to get your information to us, and then we could send you out your books as soon as possible. This week what we're giving out is the New 52 Future's End. That's right, the weekly comic for 52 weeks. We'll be seeing tons of this, so you'll want to get on the ground floor now so that you won't be lost for the incoming 52 weeks of craziness that is Future's End. And so what we want to know from you guys is, since it's my birthday, my lovely, lovely birthday, where the greatest comic of all was unboxed myself from my mother, what I would like to know from you is, what would you get me for my birthday if you had unlimited amount of money, unlimited amount of special powers, maybe? What would you do for me for my birthday? Personally, for me, for my birthday, I would sleep eternally. Maybe I would eat these hot dogs with Mr. Ray M. BWW. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to do. Birthdays weird me out because I get older and single tears fall from my eyes, and I suddenly look in the mirror and see one gray hair stick out of my head, and I weep eternally. Hey, birthdays are fun. So let us know what you do for my birthday, and you can win a copy of Future's End, the New 52.
Alright everybody, that is it for this week's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Remember all that info I told you about the collector's packs available for Future's End 3D covers and the DC Comics Bombshell covers. You want to check out the store.stadiumcomics.com for all that. Our Ken Lashley signing, as we said, now on Friday, May 23rd from 5 to 9 p.m. Definitely come and get a sketch and a signature from Ken if you're in the area. We've got some previous review stuff coming your way in the next little bit. I've just got to get some files over to Ricky so you can upload the next episode. A little thing called Free Comic Book Day got in the way. Sorry about all that. We've got Louie's Recap podcast. Check that out at the link below. You can get caught up on all the storylines going on in comics right now. And you can connect with us using any of the websites you see listed here on the screen. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a great week. Enjoy your comics, and we'll see you all next time for episode 185.